Right, hello, welcome to another YouTube video. Not got a beanie on, not done my hair, but what is the video about today? Well, the clue's going to be in the title, quite obviously, so you probably know what you're getting into here. As you can see, I've got two bags to my left, whatever that is on the screen, I don't know, but I've just done my food shop. I'm currently 13 weeks out, and I'm going to show you what I buy from the shops to get lean. No, I'm going to show you my food shop, simple as that. But then what I'm actually going to do to educate you a little bit more is tell you what to do in the diet phase, what to avoid, what you should do, and what you can eat, really. And just explain the diet phase process and, you know, what you should expect based upon what you actually do. But let's get into it, I guess. So I'm 13 weeks out. Let's see what I eat. To be honest with you, if you've watched any other bodybuilders' videos, what I eat is probably what they eat. Because we all get programmed the same shit, basically. Just different quantities, maybe some small different opinions, you know, a few variances, but let's be honest, it all comes down to the same foods. So I've got two bags. I've been to Tesco's. I used to actually shop at Tesco's and Aldi. Aldi. I used to do my main shop at Aldi, and then go to Tesco's afterwards to buy a few select parts. Because, for example, right, cereal from Aldi just doesn't taste as good as the original brands. So, you know, say almond milk as well. Like, if you really want to do stuff on a budget, go to Aldi. You'll get the best bang for your buck. That or Lidl, I think it's pretty much the same. So, go to them. Now, for me, it's like, for example, chicken. Aldi chicken just didn't work for me. It just wasn't as good quality. And I'm a big advocate of putting the right things in your body, especially when you're in the off season, like, you know, no, obviously in all phases, but what I mean is in the off season when your hunger is lower, your appetite is lower, you need to be making food which is nice. So if you are making crap food, you know, with crap quality foods, with, like, you know, the chicken might have hard bits in it, it might not cook very well, it might be very watery, I don't know, then you're not going to enjoy your food, and ultimately you're probably not going to get big. So enough waffling, let's get into it. So I actually have two bags. One's, I call a wet bag, and one's a dry bag. I don't know why I call it that. Basically, them items, the wet bag ones go into the fridge and freezer, and then these ones, they're dry, so they just go into cupboards. So we'll go through the dry stuff first, and that's pretty much going to be carb sources, isn't it, really? So we start off with a big bag of basmati rice. Now, I'm lazy. I would normally order my rice from online, a 5 kilo bag of sushi rice, but rice is rice, mate. So anyway, then I've got some cereal. I've not tried these before, so I thought I would. And to be honest with you, I just look at the back and look at the macros and go, yep, 100 grams, 71 grams of carbs, sound. That's roughly what you expect from most cereals. Dark chocolate, 85%. Now, you might notice maybe some of when I pull stuff out, oh, I've only got one bar of this, I've only got one box of cereal. It's because some weeks overbuy and then some weeks underbuy. So, for example, last week I overbought something, so this week I'm just stocking up parts. And then if I ever run out of anything because I've just miscalculated, then I'll just go to the shop midweek and pick up an item. That's dark chocolate, 85%. Some good fats. Do I categorize these? Do I put them into fats, protein, and maybe so? Okay, there's fats in the middle, carbs over here. So sticking on the carb topic, sourdough. Just white sourdough, to be honest with you. Nothing too special. In the off season, I will get different flavors, like seeded, or there's a cheddar and red Leicester one, which is very nice. It's my favourite one, but that's an off-season buy. Probably doesn't help my lipid markers too much. Avocados, I'm actually going to put these away now. I've got a fruit bowl here, that one's already like mushy, man. Oh no, rookie error. So avocados, fats, of course, as well. I bought 2 packs of them because I have half a day, which is about 60 odd grams. So they just go into there kindly. I'll throw the rubbish over there. Now, I bought some seasonings, and this is a topic I'm going to talk about later in the video, about what to do in a diet and what shouldn't you do. But this is a very simple avocado topping, and it took me about 3 weeks to get through this thing. Right. It's 60 grams. It's basically, in this whole thing, it's about 200 calories. So over 3 weeks, that's like, I don't know, 10 calories a day, if that. For avocado, it basically goes on my sourdough. It's got salt in it as well, so I need that. Very good. And this one's just Cajun seasoning. Now this one's probably got a bit more, but this is 130 calories in the whole thing. Probably takes me just over a week, 10 days probably to get through this. These actually go in here, this little pantry, so I'll put them in there now. Micronutrients to some regard. We've got pineapples, which I will put here, so they go here. I have got another pineapple there as well, and then also bananas, which will go in the fruit bowl. So that's bag 1 done. That's my dry stuff. Now to move on to the moist stuff. Moist, what a word. Raspberries, I've already got some raspberries in, so they're just gonna go there. I've also got some blueberries in, which I overbought on last week, so I'm just gonna use them up. Moving on to protein sources, what everyone loves to see. So, I don't buy beef mince, I buy this. It's 5%, it's British diced beef. Now, I absolutely love steak, right? Love steak so much. Yeah. I love steak a lot. What I'll do for a steak right now, I'd kill a man. But this is the closest thing. It's not like I am craving a steak, yes, but buying this instead of mince, I can make this, for example, medium rare, salt it plenty, pepper, and basically I've got a steak. Moving on, I've got, sorry, I just had a coughing fit then. I've got my chicken. Don't know why I took, yeah, this is definitely chicken, mate. Yeah, it's got my chicken. I know this is 1.6 kilos. Now, I actually was buying smaller packs, but I'll be honest with you, this is a little hack. Get bigger packs of chicken. For some reason, the quality of the breasts are way better. The size and weight of the breasts are better. Less gibbly parts on them, like little bits you have to cut off potentially, which are a bit grim. And in terms of value, they actually are, it's better value for your money. You get more chicken per kilo. Sorry, more chicken per pound. Do you know, on the shop they have the price, and then underneath it says like per kilo or whatever, price per kilo. This is the cheapest option. So you're getting better meat, more of it for cheaper. Simple. And you know, I have a breast a day, so that's literally a whole week's worth of chicken and 7 breasts in there. So it's perfect. I've got bacon medallions, smoked. I don't care what you say about smoked, I'm getting smoked. But there's only 2 packs there because I got 2 packs in the fridge already from last week. From last shop, I should say, which will be used up over the weekend. Almond bries, this is a must in prep, and I'll tell you why in a bit. More micros, I've already got more of these in the fridge. So this is my greens, green beans all the way, nothing else to be honest. I can get a lot of like weight in green veg through them rather than, I could use broccoli, it's a pain in the ass to cook. That's just easy to cook. Spinach, there's just too much volume in it. And then lastly, eggs, which is again protein source, and some fats. I feel like I've missed something. Oh yes, so what I haven't bought in this week's shop is oats, which I already have up behind me up there on that shelf somewhere. And I also have whey protein, of course. So that's one of my meals: oats, whey, dark chocolate, and banana. And I guess if you want to see what protein I'm using at the moment, I'll show you. I've got another tub as well, which is just next to it. But this is my favourite so far. The other one I've just bought, and that's okay. So this is AGF Active Growth Formula by Unrivaled. This is the coconut marshmallow flavour. Amazing. The other one I bought was, I think, peanut salted caramel or something along them lines. I'll be honest, not a fan, to be honest. It's not, it doesn't really tickle my fancy too much. So I'm going to put this away and I'll come back and we'll talk about dieting. Okay, let's have a little talk then about diet phases. You've obviously seen my food shop, which sort of shows you my diet. To a certain extent, you don't know quantities, you don't know X, Y, and Z. To be honest with you, I don't even know my own macros myself because I just follow the plan. Day in, day out. Whatever my coach sets, Christian, whatever he sets, I just do. I just eat. So I don't need to worry about the macros because I'm not going to coach myself. I'm not going to go ahead and say, you know what, I'll change my macros up for today, but the calories will match. That's not who I am. I'm militant in my design, and you know, with that, I just eat what he says to eat. So I don't actually know what macros are. I could pull them up for you and just tell you, but I don't think that's valuable. I don't think that is valuable. So, I guess tip number 1 when dieting is follow the plan. And that's pretty much it. Obviously, to broaden that a little bit more, is if you are guesswork in your diet phase, as in, if you are wanting to do your own macros, stick to it. If you are wanting to do your own, well, calories as well, macros, whatever, stick to that, okay? The more fine detail you go, the most likely of an outcome you're going to get. If you decide to go ahead and change your macros day in, day out, big calories match. I mean, end of the day, it is energy balance. You will lose weight, but this will probably dictate performance, dictate how you feel, and how you recover. Now, a big one when dieting, this might upset a few people. Stop looking for the next dieting hack. It kind of winds me up. Hacks shouldn't be allowed in a diet phase. What are you exactly hacking? I'll tell you what these hacks are about. They're trying to fill in a void of something that they're having to sacrifice. And that's going to lead to some potentially bad cravings. It almost could be looked upon as like I don't want to say eating disorder, but that's the mentality that's going behind it. For example, I absolutely love a chocolate brownie. And it's like me going to look at a dietary hack to make a diet protein brownie and made out of soil and fucking whey protein. No. Because all I'm doing there is, and what I'm going to do is, if I make that, I'll eat it. I'll feel, oh, that tasted great because I'm dieting. Everything tastes great, and it's going to lead to I want more, and you're just going to set yourself up for a really bad time mentally for a lot of cravings. So I would just heavily avoid. Simple. Stop looking for the best hack. Go to the shops, buy some elbow grease, and start working away. Simple. Another thing for you. Stop trying to avoid feeling hungry. And that's as simple as it sounds. You're in a diet phase. Your aim is to lose fat. As a result, we need to drop food below a certain threshold. It's going to be a new experience to you. It's novel. You're going to experience hunger and you're going to have to fight urges to eat more food. Your body's got to take energy from somewhere, so it takes it from fat as long as you are, providing your body with enough stimulus in the gym to keep muscle. It's going to want to lose the fat. But you need to understand that hunger is a natural part of that process. You're going to be hungry, and you just need to remember in the moment that this isn't forever. In X amount of weeks, when I achieve my goal, my dream goal of getting lean, I can go and eat. And that's that. You won't be hungry again. So stop trying to fill that void by over volumizing your food, by doing X, Y, and Z and trying to satiate yourself too much. It just doesn't work. And again, probably leads to some bad habitual habits. Habitual habits? It might just lead to some bad habits. Simple. I'll last it on 2 more tips, I guess. Another one for you. After your diet phase, do not go and raid the cupboards. If it's your first diet, chances are you will, because you don't understand the repercussions of it yet. But think about how long you're going to spend in a diet phase. It might be 12, might be 16, 18, 20 weeks. You can unravel that very quickly. When you diet and get pretty lean, your body is quite sensitive. This is more prevalent in a contest prep due to the levels of body fat you go down to and the level and the extremities you go to within the prep. But in every diet phase, you are creating a sensitivity. Again, you're almost not starving your body, you are creating a deficit. And as a result, you might see improvements like blood pressure, blood glucose. These things might be a lot better. Blood glucose being quite prevalent, that your pancreas won't have to produce as much insulin to get rid of all the carbohydrates because you're eating less through the diet. Thus, it becomes more efficient. You're actually looking after your pancreas by doing so. But then when you go after that diet phase and you go and ram it full 1,000 grams of carbs, okay, at first it'll be okay, but the issue is you'll do this for a week and your body's response is your pancreas won't be able to keep up. Your body won't be able to keep up the volume of food, and guess where it goes? Straight back on you as fat. Okay, your body can't utilize all that food. So take my advice, do not do it. Do not stock take food. Do not go to the shops and buy foods for after your show, because again, that's going to lead to you after show or after your diet going into that cupboard and eating everything. After my first competition, so during my first competition prep, I actually went to the shops for the 4 weeks out. I think I went to shops every night, did some steps around Tesco's and bought club card items to put in a box. And after prep, I ate it fucking all. And I felt horrible and gained a lot of fat, and it was not good for me. So do not do it. It's not good. And the last bit of advice is to do with, let's call them, is it additives, food supplementation. It's not supplementations. What is it? What I'm trying to say is a lot of people make the mistake in the diet phase of using daily stuff within their meals. And to put it simply, seasonings, sauces, milk, sugar, these are like empty sources of calories. They don't really provide a benefit besides flavor to you and quality of life aspects. Now, it might seem marginal, but for example, if you're having 4 cups of tea a day with 2 sugars and a bit of milk, right? That adds up across the week. If you're having full fat mayo on your stuff, again, that adds up across the week. If you're having a seasoning and a lot of seasonings in all of your meals. I have seasonings on 2 meals. I have the avocado seasoning meal 1, which is quite minuscule in terms of calories, 10 calories. And then I have my other one, which might be 10 or 15 calories, right? Across the week, that's not that much comparative to my current macros. And milk's another one. Instead of having full fat or semi-skimmed milk, almond milk, I think it's 5 calories per 100 ml, whereas milk's, I think, 25 or 50, right? And again, it sounds really silly, but this stuff adds up. You gotta think about it. Some people in diet phase might get down to 1800 calories. If they are then consuming 600 calories worth of additional stuff just from additives to their foods, that will play a massive part, okay, across the whole week. So understand, just sacrifice them nice quality of life parts, because really when you start getting into deeper parts of the diet and you're hungry anyway, everything tastes good. So just suck it up, make the swap outs, and then again, as soon as you get into that, post diet phase, you can enjoy these quality of life things. And to be honest with you, some things might just stick. Okay, so that's my advice. That's the video wrapped up. You've seen my food shop. I've given you some advice for your own diet phase. So just go and put it into action, see where you get up to, and I'll see you in the next video.